Hey everybody, welcome back to Two Nerds and a Podcast. Today we don't have a particular theme for the podcast. We are just gonna have a good old yap sesh, a little chit chat about things we've been enjoying lately, and maybe things we haven't been enjoying lately. like, like I have not been enjoying having no power for the week, but it happens.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're in California, so
Yeah, I'm
you're not like
right.
super close, but you're like close enough to where
I'm
it's like
close enough.
annoying.
Like there's literally just like a mountain ridge in between me and all the fires that are happening. So I'm just in that kind of constant be on the ready area zone because like the second the wind shifts, then we gotta go. But luckily for us, the wind has been blowing away from us, which is unfortunate for places like Malibu and the Palisades, and the coast in general. So shout out to all of the firefighters, first responders, police, who have been definitely working way too many hours. But hopefully, it seems like I know two of the fires, the one closest to me, and then the one that's in like the Silmar area. Both of those have become slightly more contained. So hopefully from here on out it'll only get better. But yeah, so I've had no power for like a week. So I've caught up on some sleep, which is really nice because we're getting ready to go into inventory at my job. Yeah, so I'm not gonna have any sleep for the next week. I'm also like closing almost every day, which is the most annoying schedule to have because I mean, like, if you work the night shift, that's one thing. Closing at my store is 1:30 to 9:30. And so when they're like, "Can you come in early?" I'm like, "Oh,
Oh,
no,
no,
not."
thank you.
Like, if you want me to stay like an hour later, I'm like, "Sure. I'm already here." But like, you want me to come in earlier and then stay later? I don't want to. Um, but have you what have you been enjoying, Casey? Didn't you just post about finishing a show or something about
Oh,
a season
well, okay.
finale?
I was gonna talk about this because one of my favorite animes that is so underrated.
Mm-hmm.
I only know of one other person that watches it, and it's Jamie, other
Other
Jamie.
Jamie.
Um, and I forced her to watch it, and then made her get matching tattoos with me of the anime. But it's called, okay, hear me out. It's called Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. Okay, and you're probably like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. Is a Hanako-kun something? Is that why it's bound to the toilet? Like what is
Yeah,
this?
he's like, so like the whole like idea of the show is like there's like these like wonders of the world, and one of them is like a
Mm-hmm.
ghost in the bathroom. The
Mm-hmm.
ghost being Hanako, and he's in the girl's bathroom, which is why he's toilet bound. It all makes sense, okay? If you
Okay.
listen to, like, if you just like hear the anime, you're like, what the I'm not watching that, but it's really cute. The art style is so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
um I watch it in dub or sub, obviously.
Yeah.
And so, and the main character Hanako, he, fun fact, why are you rumbling around back there? What are you doing? um
Casey always has to have some kind of background noise, whether it be an animal or her boyfriend.
it's never quiet. um what was I saying? Gosh dang it.
Hanako.
um
Like
oh,
what's
so
yeah.
the Hanako, the
Mm-hmm.
main like ghost dude,
Yeah.
he is actually voiced by why am I blanking on his name?
I don't know.
Jujutsu Kaisen Zero.
Uh-huh.
Um uh 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 Yuta, right?
Oh, yeah, the one
Yeah.
who, like, constantly looks tired and looks
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he
yeah, yeah.
could
They're
use a
voiced by
nap.
the same, and she's like a really like an older lady.
Mhm.
But she voices them both. Um and also one of the professors in the show is voiced by Nanami and Chef's
I'm in.
Kiss. Yes, I know, it's
That's all
great.
you had to say.
I'm in. Count me
Yeah.
in.
Count me
Yeah.
in. Put it on the list.
Yeah, it's a really cute show, and the first season only has 12 episodes, and the manga was still going, and I don't know when the first season came out. I watched it like way back in like 2020 when I was like
Mm-hmm.
going only watching anime ever all the time. Um and I made Jamie watch it, and she was like, "How dare you make me watch that when there's only that 12 episodes?"
Yeah.
And today season 2 finally came out, and I think everybody should watch it. So if you haven't seen it, it's on Crunchyroll. It's called Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, okay? And it's so good. 10 out of 10. I have
Okay.
3 tattoos for that anime. 2 of them are matching with Jamie, and then one of them I just got as like a filler piece.
Nice. I love that for you guys. What's the one that matches? Which one is it?
So there's these little like bunny things in the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Yes.
we each have a little bunny, and then like you've seen the one on the back of my arm that kind of looks like
The eyeball?
yeah.
It
So
also looks like sperm.
yeah, like, it looks
For
like a
those of you who've
sperm,
never seen
and
it.
eyeball. And nobody ever knows what it is, which I think is so funny because they're like, "What the fuck?"
Well, I was gonna
But
ask you if that was one of them.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah. So like the main like Hanako, he has like these little like ghost spirit things, and that's what those are. And he
yeah,
has
they
a
kind
green
of
and a
almost
red
look
one.
like for those of you who don't watch anime, it kind of looks like a wisp from the movie Brave. It's just like a little like glowy orb
Mhm.
situation, but they've got like a tail, which is why it kind of looks like a sperm.
Yeah. And so I have the green one and Jamie has the red, I think. Is mine green?
Yeah, I believe yours is
Okay.
green or
Yeah, I
blue
have the
or
green
something
one
like that.
and she has the red one.
Yeah, I feel like the title for this anime, like when you like watch it, you're like, "Oh yeah, no, they're literally just telling you what it is." I feel like it's one of those titles though that like when it's in English, you're like, I'm sorry, what?" But I feel
Yeah, you're
like
like,
maybe in Japanese it makes a little more sense.
yeah. Yeah, because everybody I tell, I'm like, yeah, it's called Toilet on Hanukkah Kun. They're like, what? And I'm
I
like,
think
it's
as soon as you
listen.
say toilet bound, that's where you
Yeah,
lose everybody.
yeah, pretty much. But it's like it makes sense in the show because he's like in the bathroom, in like the girl's bathroom, and he's
Yeah,
like a
and that he's like
spirit.
bound to that specific
Yeah.
room, so toilet bound. Yeah, it's
But you're
like,
like,
but
"Oh, toilet?
like
What?"
again, it's like one of those things they literally are telling you that like he is bound to the bathroom, and you're like, oh, okay. You just said it kind of weird, but sure.
But yeah, I'm gonna watch the first episode and I'm really excited. Maybe this will like kickstart me like back into because
Yes.
I've been needing to finish Jujutsu Kaisen. Still haven't done that.
Yes. So we could talk about it
Um,
and
it's
cry.
okay. Jamie hasn't either, and we've just been avoiding it like the plague because
Oh my
it's sad and it
gosh.
makes us sad.
I think because Wyatt kind of was like, "Let's watch season 2," and I was like, and I knew because between you and just like the internet, I knew season 2 was going to be rough. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Oh, it's
but like,
brutal.
yeah, but the beginning, the little like the first, I think it's the first 3 or 4 episodes where it's basically the flashback episodes of when Gojo and Geto are in high school.
Oh yeah, when the
Those
babies.
episodes, yeah, and it was fun because it's only like 3 or 4 episodes, I think.
Mhm.
But that's like the most talked about piece of JJK. Like
Yeah,
every single TikTok, reel, Tumblr post, Pinterest post, it's that like little 3 episode section. And I thought it's one of those things like I did with Supernatural and Demon Dean Winchester is I'm like, oh, this is gonna be like a big arc or like it's gonna be like half the season, and then they were like, here's 3 episodes, and I'm like, oh, okay,
and
so
that was
that's
the 3 episodes before they descend into madness and sadness.
yeah. After those 3 episodes, there's a lot of death of beloved characters and not so beloved characters, but yeah, I think because Wyatt was like, I want to watch through season 2 with you is the only reason that like I actually got through season 2. Otherwise, I would have went, if I don't watch it, then it doesn't happen,
Yeah,
right?
I literally think I stopped like the episode because I think I was watching it like as it was coming out, and then
Yeah.
I got to the episode that
When
spoilers, Nobara died, and I literally
yeah.
was like, if I just stop watching, it never I know I read the manga, like, part of the first half,
Mhm.
but, like, it doesn't happen in the anime if I stop it here. She
Yeah.
lives. Everybody lives a happy life together,
Yeah.
and everything is fine. Shibuya is fine. Nothing
Yeah.
happens
There was
there.
no incident there. It's just it is what it
Gojo is
is.
going to be fine, okay? He's
Yep.
alive.
Yep. That he is. Um I do think it's funny too because I see a lot of things because again I'm on the anime train and so I get it recommended like a lot of people are doing the like TikTok filters where it's like who's your anime man or
Oh,
like
yeah.
who's
Mhm,
and
mhm.
then they do the little like who's my husband who's my secret boyfriend like stuff like that and every time there's like a list of like the best ones or like how many drinks it would take for you to like get with that character and Mahito comes up everyone's always like "Bleh." And I'm like he's not even that ugly at least to me he's not that ugly.
Oh my god. Jamie also loves mojito,
I think
and I'm
he's
like,
hilarious.
"Get away from me."
I don't care for his like poncho sweater top that he wears all the time. Because I mean like kudos to him because I bet you it's like hella comfortable, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
just like to me it's not like it if it was a bit tighter it would suit him a little more. But like I think he's funny. It is he really annoying? Yes. But I think he's funny and I think he's kind of cute.
Yeah, he's just a big butthead. Um,
Yes. Yes, and I'm
but
not denying that fact. He
yeah,
is
I do
and
need to
forever will
finish
be
it.
one.
I'm hoping that, like, by watching this, I'll get me, like, because I have, like, a bunch of animes that I've, like, started and, like, never finished,
Mhm.
because but also I've been, like, wanting to start, like, other animes, like, I really wanna start Black Clover,
And I want
um
you to watch Don Da Don.
oh, that is one
Don Da
I think I
Don.
added that to my watch list recently,
Oh,
actually.
so good.
But, like, Black Clover, I know has, like, slow parts, but, like, I heard it was really good, so
Yeah. Netflix keeps going, "Look at this one," and it's Black Clover, and I'm like, "But I'm on the One Piece journey.
yeah, you're like, I have,
I still have
about
1,000 episodes to
yeah, about
go."
1,000 episodes left. I am already 1,000 episodes in,
Yeah.
and I still have 1,000 left because One Piece never will that anime ever end? Are they ever planning on ending it? Is he ever gonna be the Pirate King?
I mean, to be fair, I'm not even close to like current times. They're on a hiatus right now.
Oh.
Yeah. I think it was supposed to be a 6-month hiatus and that started over the summer cuz I was talking to my friend Johnny because one of the guys we worked with, Joshua, is a big One Piece fan.
Mhm.
And Johnny's like, I don't know what he's gonna do because that's like the weekly ritual is to watch One Piece every week. So I know the One Piece fandom is having a hard time,
Is
but it's great for
suffering.
those of us who are still at the very beginning because we'll be a little bit closer by the time they come back from hiatus.
Gosh, that's
Um,
so crazy.
yeah,
That is
and
so
then
many
one of the
episodes.
voice actors, I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's like a retiring kind of thing, but the voice actor for one of the main crew members is no longer the voice actor for that character. The
Ugh.
character's name's Frankie.
So are they
But
gonna
I don't
change
know
voice
why. Like
actors?
I'm,
Because I hate when they do that.
yeah, yeah, they did. So the after when the hiatus comes back, it's gonna be a different voice actor. But I'm not sure why they changed voice actors. It kind of seemed like every time I try to look at it, like nobody seemed like bitter or mad, and he still did like the last like convention and stuff like that. So
Seems
again, I don't
good.
know if it's like a health thing, like if there's something going on with his health and he just can't be like in the studio as much as he is like now, you know?
Mhm.
But yeah,
Yeah, that happened
so
to, when, like, the first season of Tokyo Revengers came out, that I was,
mhm.
like, obsessed with that show, and then at the end of the season, one of the, like, main voice actors got caught, like, cheating on his wife, so they, like, fired him from a bunch of shows.
Oh, that's
Um,
right.
his
I
wife,
remember
who is
that.
beautiful, her name is Lisa, and she's like the singer, she does like the openings for like the first few Demon Slayer seasons.
Uh-huh.
Beautiful. I don't know why he would do that. But yeah, they fired
Because
him
if
and
they're
then they
gonna
got like a
cheat, they're
new
gonna
voice
cheat on
actor.
anybody.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter how
that is
beautiful. They're
true.
just gonna cheat. That's just who they are, unfortunately. Like what's his name that cheated on Sabrina Carpenter. I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
"Really? Sabrina, you're going to cheat on Sabrina Carpenter?" Really?
Yeah.
Like,
Why would you do that? Why would
yeah.
you do that?
Yeah, they're
Um,
just if they're going to fumble them like that, they're going to do it no matter how pretty or
or
amazing.
like what's his name? The lead singer of Maroon 5. Didn't he cheat on his like Victoria's Secret
Oh,
wife?
yes, with oh my god, yeah, Adam Levine. When I
Yeah.
saw that,
His
I
wife
was
is like
like,
a Victoria's Secret model and he's like, "Yeah, I don't need that." It's like,
yeah.
"Excuse me?
He's like, "No, it's fine."
I'll take
Like
her then."
they're going to do it because they're dumb. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, agreed.
Speaking of Demon Slayer, my friend Maddie has been telling me, she's like, you need to watch Demon Slayer, and I'm like, you need to watch One Piece. Um,
That's a fair trade.
it is okay. No, to be fair, I've actually been telling her to watch Don because it's only one season, and then she came back with it. You need to watch Demon Slayer, and I'm like, but isn't that more than one season? And she's like, well, yeah, but you should watch it. And I was like,
You should watch
okay,
it.
okay. Is it good?
I love Demon Slayer so much.
Okay.
My husband is in
That's right. That's right. What number wife are you?
4, his 4th
4.
wife.
Yes.
Yeah. Um,
Yes.
I love him.
I see him everywhere, by the way. It's Tengen, right? Is his name?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you got me the pop,
Yeah. That's
keychain
because
of
he
him in
freaking
person.
follows me everywhere. So maybe I'm supposed to be wife number 5. Like
Maybe. I love him so
every
much. I
where I
mean, but here's
turn.
the thing, I think I know who you would like who your favorite character is gonna be.
Yeah.
Um, because I like like Tengen is like he's got the white hair, he's like
Yeah.
flamboyant. I love that. Okay. I already know who
Mhm.
your favorite character is. Um so yeah, it's so good. It's like really sad and like
That's what I've
really
heard.
funny and really good. And they just announced a movie for
Yes.
um
Yeah.
I think it's like the second to last arc. There's 2 more arcs left of the manga. I've read the entire manga. I read it from start to finish.
What?
And it's fucking sad. It's so sad. I cried so hard during the last part of the
Yeah.
manga. Um, but yeah, there's 2 more arcs left. So I think it's Infinity Castle is the next one. And then they're gonna make that a movie. And I would imagine they're gonna make the last one a movie too, because the last one's like the final fight. So I would imagine they would, but I don't know. I
Mhm.
wish that like they would stop making movies. I mean, I like the movies, but like
I feel
I
like
also
that's kind
like
of their cop out though for not making a
yeah.
show.
Well, and like Demon Slayer like pissed me off with that shit too because like Mugen Train, which was the second arc, came out I think it was like 2020 or 2021. They made it a movie and then they made the second season or the next season included Mugen Train.
Oh.
So
Oh.
like the first like 3 or 4 episodes is just the movie.
Oh.
And it's
Oh,
like why did you make the
why?
movie? Yeah.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah. I
so
understand
that
when
was
they
annoying.
make like what they're going to do with The Mandalorian, which is where they made 3 seasons of The Mandalorian and then they're going to make a movie to finish it off.
Mhm.
But like having seasons and then making a movie and then just including the events that happen in that movie, I'm assuming from not like a different perspective or a different
No, yeah, it was just the
set of
movie.
character. Like it, yeah, that's kind of weird. Like I can understand if they were like, this is what was happening to these people while that was happening, because then you know what's happening over there with that
Yeah, no.
group, and now
I
you're
wish I
looking
would have
at
done
this
something
group.
different, but
Yeah, that's a bit of an odd move. But that sounds like somebody didn't want to pay their artists or their writers to do any do anything new. They're like, we
yeah,
can
pretty
just
much.
take
I'm
this
like,
material.
but it is really good and there's so many good characters and yeah, you should watch it. I definitely
Okay.
recommend it.
I'm gonna have to get
Add
on
that to
that,
your
and
list.
then Yeah, add that to the list, and then we'll have to see if my actual favorite character ends up being who you think it is,
Mhm. Mhm.
because that'd be hilarious. Um,
Um, let's see,
but
what else? What else have I been doing? I haven't really watched that much lately, besides, like,
mhm.
Squid Games, which I'm, like, obsessed with. I'm rewatching it because I love them.
Yeah. I keep getting
Um
on Facebook specifically, I get a lot of Squid Game related things and then I just send them to you because I'm like, oh, Casey will appreciate that. Oh, Casey will like this one. Especially if it has anything to do with what's his name? The I got it, the recruiter.
Oh, the recruit
Especially when
I
he's
love
looking
him.
real girly pop. I'm like, oh, I gotta
He
send
did
that to
nothing wrong.
Casey.
He just
No.
wanted to play games. He
He
did
just wants
nothing
to
wrong.
bully the homeless. That's
It's
all.
fine. Yeah, yeah, I was like, "Man, this man is." I
He
loved
just
him.
doesn't know what to do with himself when he's not where he's a workaholic and he loves his job and he doesn't know what to do in the off season. Like he doesn't have any hobbies or like
Can't
people in
relate,
his
can't
life. Like,
relate. I
yeah.
would love to be off work and doing my hobbies.
Which may or may not include bullying the homeless.
Yeah. Yeah, but him and Thanos. I love Thanos
Ah,
so much.
I love that. It's so weird. I've been getting a lot of Big Bang music video clips recommended to me. And he just looks so serious. I mean, because he is serious. He was in a band and like he was taking it seriously, which like kudos to him. But I'm so used to him being like the like overly dramatic version of himself, like just silly,
Oh,
goofy. Like I want to punch you, but also like squeeze your cheeks because you're so cute. And he's yeah. I can't believe like sometimes I look at him and I'm like I can't believe that's the same person.
yeah, that's crazy. Like, how are you also just like a K-pop star and now you're
Yeah.
just like this crazy guy in Squid Games?
Yeah,
Uh,
like you are literally like people are calling him like one of the best rappers. Particular,
what?
yeah, and I'm like, I mean, he is a good rapper, but like, I'm like, that's so weird because like my introduction to him is literally as Thanos, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't ever, like, I can't take you
I love
seriously
when he
ever
like
again.
I love when he like hits the vape and like the girl like gives him like the dirty look.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, no, Thanos is one of my favorites. But that's just like what I've been rewatching. We've also been watching Bob's Burgers because why not? Why
Yeah.
not? I always watch Bob's Burgers every once in a while.
Yeah, I keep teetering on the edge of rewatching Supernatural, and I'm really, really trying super hard not to do that because then that's all I watch. Like everything immediately gets pushed to the side, and I'm like, no, I need to stay on the One Piece journey. I was off the One Piece journey for a bit because I just. One Piece, I'm getting to like. I'm in episode 330 something.
Oh my
Um,
goodness.
and I'm not even halfway. Not even. Not
That's
even. I'm not
insane.
even close. I'm still like 250, actually more. I'm still like at least another 300 episodes till halfway.
That's
Um
crazy. Because
yeah.
like the reason I haven't started Black Clover yet, I think it's because it's like 180 episodes.
That's nothing.
And I'm like, that's a lot of episodes.
Are they also only 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Because, like, all the One Piece ones are maybe, not even. Because the thing to me that drives me insane about anime in particular is because you look at the episode length and you're like, oh, 25 minutes. Like, that's not bad because, normal daytime television is about 25 minutes when you take out all the commercials. Um, and then, like, the intro is like 4 minutes.
Mhm. And the
So
outro is like another
and the
4
outro
minutes.
is another four. So you're like watching like an 18-minute episode. And I don't know if it's because I'm used to shows like Supernatural, like that on normal daytime television takes up an hour slot when you have commercials. They
Mhm.
tend to be about 40, 45 ish minutes, somewhere in there. So I'm used to like longer length episodes. I'm also used to 22 episode seasons. Um, for a lot of shows a lot of older shows that I've watched. The newer shows, I feel like with anime in particular, at least with One Piece, I feel like because it's an old show, it feels almost like a waste of time to sit and watch. That's why it's my background show. It feels like a waste to sit and watch every single episode because like I didn't notice it with Jujutsu Kaisen because that's a newer anime. Same thing with Chainsaw Man, but with One Piece, they do a lot of because it's a show from the 90s. They started in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and they do a lot of like not only are the intro and the outro like that's like 8 minutes of your show right there, but typically the first like minute tends to be a recap of what happened the last episode or scenes from the ending of the last episode. So when
Right.
you're
So you're
binge
really not
watching
getting
it,
you're not getting
yeah,
much.
no, so when you binge watch it, you're like, okay, I already saw this, so I have to like skip. I'm like, okay, finally, we're starting this episode now with things that I have not seen. So it's just that's why it's my background show. But I get finally getting to the place in One Piece that is not like that. Like they've updated the art style already. We've changed intro songs once again. Um, so we're getting there. I'm also like, I actually sat and watched the intro because anytime the song changes, I tend to watch the intro in
Oh,
full.
absolutely.
Um, I do think it's funny because with One Piece, there's like some of my favorite characters have only appeared for like 3 episodes and then that's all we see of them, but they're always in the intro. So I'm like, are you in this show or no? Because
Are you in it or not?
I've seen you mainly in the intro. Like you have more screen time in the intro than you do in the show. So I'm
Stop teasing me.
confused.
Give it. Give it. You know what else? Another anime I think you would like. I'm just gonna keep
Hmm.
giving you recommendations.
Absolutely.
Um,
Always.
Hunter x Hunter is really good.
I've gotten recommended that one too.
Um, Although it is technically unfinished, it's like technically unfinished.
Uh huh.
Um, because if I
Is the manga unfinished or just the anime? Does it have a
so
manga?
yeah, so the manga was unfinished, and because I believe I'm correct on this information. I might not be, but I believe that the like author
Mm-hmm.
was sick, so he like
Oh.
went on like a hiatus for like ever,
Yeah.
and then recently just released new chapters. So I'm hoping that means that they
Oh.
will pick up the anime again. But
Yeah.
it's really good, and I love that. I should watch that one too. You know what? This episode is gonna you know what? This
Just
is
a
just gonna be a
recommendation of
yeah,
all the
and this
animes we
episode is
should
gonna
watch.
kickstart me back into watching anime
Yeah.
full time.
Yeah, because I can't be watching more
I
anime than
mean,
you, because that's not
we have been
right.
watching Dragon Ball, but
Wow.
yeah. Uh-huh. The new Dragon Ball
Mm.
Daima, where they're all babies.
Ah. Yeah.
I
I
like,
imagine that's
I
you.
like
That's
Baby
your kind of
Trunks, but
vibe.
he's only been in there, like, one time. Isn't that him?
Yeah.
What's his name? I don't know. I don't know anything about Dragon Ball, really, kinda. I mean, I only know what Corey tells me.
Yeah, I know who Goku is.
Yeah, that's about it.
Um, and Vegeta.
I
And I
know
only know their names and what they look like. I don't know like like what powers they have or anything like that.
yeah.
And it's mainly because at work we sell like the tiniest amount of anime merch. So that's I have to order that section. So that's the only reason I know their names, because I have to order the Goku piggy bank and the Vegeta action figure like once every 4 months. So
But, yeah, I need to get back into fully I remember, like, in 2020, that's, like, the only thing I think I ever watched. I don't think I actually watched, like, any regular TV.
No, because every time I talked to you about anything, it was always anime, and I didn't know what you're talking about. I mean, to be fair, all I talked about was Supernatural, so you were just like, okay, we were just vibing. We were so
Yeah.
happy, like, that the other one was enthusiastic about whatever we were talking about. So it was just like, sure, sure, sure.
Yeah. Yeah, in 2020, I was like, "You know what? If I can't go outside and people can't accuse me of not going outside to touch grass because I literally can't. You're in a pandemic, so I'll just stay
Yeah.
home and watch anime." My coworker the other day was like, because I was like talking about how like pasty white I am,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, "Do you actually go outside and touch grass?" And I was like, "Look at my desk and ask, and you can answer that question for
No,
yourself."
you just smoke the grass.
Yeah, I just smoke the grass, but I don't
That's the
actually go
only
and
grass
touch
you
it.
touch.
Yeah, otherwise, I stay indoors, and watch anime. Duh, like, I have, like, little tiny figurines on my desk of all my favorite anime characters, and you're gonna
Yeah.
ask me if I go outside.
Yeah.
Rethink that question. Look at me,
My
just look
desk,
at me.
yeah, so you're covered in anime in general. Your
Yeah,
car, your body, your clothing.
yeah.
You're just my anime weeb.
I think it's funny too, because like, one time I got called a thug at work, um,
With
which
all
I see
your weeb
I
tattoos.
know, I'm like I literally have, like, anime children tattooed on me.
You're
Like
also like your sleeve. I'm gonna put that in quotes. Your sleeve, is all like makeup items,
yeah.
and it's all girly and cutesy.
Yeah, my hands, like, literally say baby doll, and I'm like, "But I'm the like, what are you talking about?" It's
I
fine.
think it's because you're just a tall, dummy mommy esque figure, and they're like, "Oh, thug." They can't handle you. That's all.
But I'm like, I actually
And
just
you're like,
really like
"Me?"
anime, and,
Yeah. You're like, "I'm
oh,
just a girl."
you know what I've been playing recently, actually?
Hmm.
I've been playing a lot of speaking of 2020, I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing. Don't know why, I just really love that game.
Yeah.
It's my cozy game, and it's cold out, and I just wanna cozy
Yeah.
up and play Animal Crossing. So, I've been reworking my island lately, but the
What did you
reason
name your island?
this was, like, back this was in
Uh-huh. What
2020.
did you name it?
I named it Island 76 because I was really obsessed with Overwatch at the time,
Ah. Yeah.
um, but I literally have some of the best villagers. I, like, got so lucky finding my villagers. I
Yeah.
have a duck named Ketchup, okay? And he is
10
a
out of
little
10.
tomato duck. Um,
I need to Google these things as you say them so that I can look. Because
yeah, I've got a
I
little
am here
teacup
to
elephant.
say that I've never played Animal
Oh
Crossing.
my gosh. What okay, in 2020, like, I got furloughed for, like, a month, so I didn't
Yeah.
have to work. So, I played Animal Crossing for 4 weeks straight, and I
Yes.
like, when I'm playing the game now, and I'm like, "I don't know
Oh
how
my
to do
gosh,
any of this
Ketchup
shit."
is so cute.
Isn't that the cutest freaking villager you've ever seen in your
Oh my
entire life?
gosh. Yeah. The little like green stem
He's
on the
so cute.
tomatoes, his little hair. That's so cute.
He's the cutest thing ever.
Somebody
I
put
got
him in
really
a
lucky
hot
with
dog
that villager
costume.
too, because, one of my villagers moved out, and then I went villager hunting, and that was the
Mm-hmm.
first one I came across, and I was like, "You're mine." Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I did, like, a lot of stuff like, I played the shit out of that game in 2020, um, and then I just had not touched it for probably, like, 3 years, and then I was like, "You know what? I
Yeah.
should play it again," and, now I'm redoing my island, and it's so fun, and it's just a nice little, like, keep me busy game.
Yeah, that's how I feel about The Sims. The Sims is
Yeah.
my cozy game. I love The Sims. But a game that I have been playing recently, which is actually a lot of fun, and thank God Wyatt picked a different game to focus on. We've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals,
What is
which
that?
it's like it's a Marvel game, obviously, but it is like what is it? Is it Overwatch? Yeah, so it's supposed to be like the Overwatch multiplayer game
Mm,
where
mhm.
you play in teams and there's a few different modes. The most time we just play quick match, which is normally we either are trying to take over an area, or we're trying to like move a little payload car to the end goal.
Oh yeah, that's like
Um
Overwatch.
yeah, yeah, it basically is Overwatch except it's Marvel, and from what I've heard it's a lot better. I'm not sure why because I never played Overwatch, but it's a lot of fun, and I'm not very good at video games like that. Like I'm not. I mean, if y'all have watched the YouTube channel, you know I struggle bust my way through The Last of Us, um, and Resident Evil, for that matter. That series is almost done too. Thank God. Um, it took me so long to get through that stupid video game. I played technically the remastered version, which is still really old. It's 2002.
Oh my
So
gosh.
it's just modern video games. Like if you've never played an old video game, modern video games have so many like more helpful things. But back to Marvel Rivals before I get too far off track. It's super fun. I'm so glad that we have actually quite a lot of like group of friends that like to play. We just jump on the Discord chat and then we play through Marvel Rivals. My favorite characters to play so far is Jeff the Land Shark. He is so cute. Also, he has like a comic, and in the comic, he's like the size of like a beach ball, right? So he's
What?
just like, right? He's just a little shark. He's
He's
just
just
a
a
little
little guy.
guy. Just a little guy. He's so cute. In the game, I always say that he's like the size of my dog Maya. He is actually technically bigger. He is probably like he if he was real, he'd easily come up to like my hip.
Oh,
He's a big boy.
a big boy.
He's a big boy, but he's got little pink toe beans
Oh my gosh.
and he makes cute little like growly noises, and so he's so cute. But he is a healer, so I've become a pretty decent healer with Jeff the Land Shark. I also really like to play Venom. He's fun. He's big, which I like characters that I can just like punch things, like just go ham with punching people. um it's great. And then why didn't I actually discover the other night that we are a really good duo with Magneto and the Scarlet Witch. He's Magneto, I'm Scarlet Witch. Which is pretty exciting because we really we try to play other characters occasionally, but most of the time we stick to the same ones. So it was kind of cool that when it's just him and I, we play that. And then for those of you who don't know, Magneto, I don't know how, but Magneto is Scarlet Witch's dad. So when we're playing together, I call him Father. I'm like, Father, I'll be
Father,
right there.
Father,
or,
help!
or when I die, yeah, when I die, I'm like, Father, help.
Father, help!
But it's a lot of fun, and for the most part, people we've played with have been good sports. Occasionally we get the stereotypical Call of Duty player in there that's, what are you guys doing? And I'm like, yo, we're on quick. We're not playing ranked or anything. It's literally quick play. So we're playing just for funsies.
Mhm.
You need to take a chill pill.
Oh yeah,
Um,
some of those people, I'm like, girl, it ain't that serious.
Yeah, but then I think it's funny because the people who are like that, because like most of the time I play a healer, because again I'm not a good video game player for the most part. So like I'll be like in the back trying to heal everybody, and then the people who play Spider Man, Iron Fist. I feel like there's another one. They're the worst because the second they get on your booty, they do not leave you alone until you're dead.
You're like,
And I'm like,
leave
I
me
need you to get
alone,
away. And then
leave me
so
alone.
yeah. So I'll just be in the back trying to heal. And then I'm like, oh my God, a Spider-Man. And then I'm dead. And then I get the person who's like the tank going, where's my healer? Why am I not getting any heals? And I'm like, because you let me die. You
You
let me
let me
die.
die. This is
This is
your
your fault.
fault.
But for the most part it's a good time, and I'm glad that's normally when I get on Wyatt's streams. That's what we play instead of League of Legends, which is nice because I'm not very good at League. Even though Wyatt goes, you're pretty decent, and I'm like, I don't think so, but thank you.
But thank you. Maybe you would like Overwatch. I mean, Overwatch, I haven't played it in a while, but that used to be one of my favorite games ever.
You need to get a computer so you can play Marvel Rivals with us,
Okay.
and then leave it at Corey's house so that
Okay.
you can play while you have good internet.
Well, I have decent internet.
But I mean, to be fair, we played with kind of bad internet, and I mean, it wasn't the best, but it also wasn't awful. So maybe you could, but it's a lot of fun. So if you have decent internet, Marvel Rivals is very fun so far, and they're introducing new characters. I'm excited because they just introduced the Fantastic Four.
What?
Yes, and the main reason I'm excited about that is because Pedro Pascal is going to be the new Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic. And so I'm hoping, because so far a lot of the characters that are in Marvel Rivals already have a movie or show accurate skin available. So I'm very excited to see if they give Mr. Reed Richards a Pedro Pascal skin, because then I will forever be playing Reed Richards for the rest of my life.
Yeah. I can't wait for that movie to come out.
I am excited. I was really skeptical at first because I love Pedro with all of my heart, but he was not ever in my like sights for Reed Richards. So we'll see how it goes. I love the press tour and all of the interviews they've been giving. It seems like the cast gets along really well, so hopefully that translates into the movie. I am also excited because it's not really an origin story, and I'm kind of tired of superhero origin stories. Like I just want to get into the story. I don't need to know. Like
Yeah,
you
we
can
don't need to know
briefly
all that
gloss
mumbo
over.
jumbo.
Yeah, and I feel like because a lot of everything before like the MCU storyline as we know it now was pretty much you always had to start with the origin story. Daredevil was an origin story for the most part. Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire version, and the Andrew Garfield version all started with the same origin story. And I'm just like, I mean, I get like unless it's like super crazy different, like we can
We can
skip the
skip it.
origin
We can skip
story.
that. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
We don't
like
need
with the
that.
Netflix Daredevil series, we skipped the origin story. We did flashbacks with the origin, which was nice. But for the most part, we skipped it. We're just like, we you know who Daredevil is.
Yeah.
We
Give
can
me
just
enough
get
to know
right
what's
into
going
it.
on, but that's all I need. I don't need like a lot.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see what they do with it. I'm excited to see Robert Downey Jr. back in the MCU. He's going to be Doctor Doom.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
So it'll be
that.
interesting to see him, one, as a villain, but also two, because obviously this is in the same MCU as Iron Man, but I don't know if because they're really into the multiverse kind of thing right now. So I don't know if it's supposed to be, like a different Earth or if it's the
Mhm.
same Earth or what's going to happen with that. So,
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm very interested to see that.
yeah. I also think Robert Downey Jr. plays a really good villain. Like he's been in a lot of things where his character kind of teeters on being evil. And I'm like, "Ooh. Ooh, you're so smooth. How did you do that so good?" So, I'm excited to see him in a more evil-based role.
Yeah, me too. This year's gonna be really good for movies and TV.
And
It's gonna be so great.
TV. Hopefully nobody fumbles anything, cuz I feel like we've had years where we've been like, "Wow, look at this list of stuff." And then either it gets pushed back or doesn't happen like I thought it would or it just
Yeah.
gonna
We have like the final season of Stranger Things this year.
Ugh, I'm
They're
not
all
ready
grown
for
up.
that. I know. Millie's married? Like, what is
Yeah, like
this?
what the heck? You were just a
Did,
bald like 11-year-old
yeah, they were just little
like 2 years ago. What
babies.
happened? What do you mean you're married? You're still bald.
Yeah,
What are you
yeah.
talking about?
Uh, it's gonna be. I feel like this season is gonna be so good. I
Sad.
think the only season of Stranger Things I didn't necessarily care for was season 3, and
Was
that's
that
because I.
the
That's the one that I don't remember what happened.
is that the mall
it's
one where they're like
I Yeah. In the summer, it's supposed to be over the summer.
Oh, yeah, they and then they,
There's a
Steve
fair.
works at a mall. See, I always, forget about season 2. I can never remember what happens in season 2. I'm always like, "What?"
Yeah. Season 3 is the one where, like, the beginning I remember because it's where Dustin comes back from space camp and Steve is working at Scoops Ahoy, right? That's
Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah. So like I remember the Scoops, or maybe it is season 2. Whatever one that had like it was around the 4th of July.
I think that was
Whatever.
season 3.
Okay, that's what I thought. Because Carrie Ewells from The Princess Bride was in it, and I remember being very excited. But it's literally the one season I can never remember what happened. I
Yeah,
remember all the other seasons, just not that, except the Scoops Ahoy part because Steve in that Scoops Ahoy uniform is just top notch,
magnificent.
10 out of 10.
Yes. I love Steve. Oh, I can't wait. I'm really
To
sad, but
see his character growth over the seasons, because I was ready, because I was like, oh, he's cute, but I feel like he's gonna be a jerk face and I'm not gonna like him, and that
and
makes
he
me a little
was.
sad. And he was, but then
But
when when Steve realized that he was a jerk, he didn't know why he was a jerk, but that he was a jerk, and he was ready to go apologize to Nancy with those flowers. I'm like, oh my god, he's just a sweet little boy.
he is. And now he's the babysitter.
Yeah, the best babysitter. He is the mom to all those children.
Oh, I love Steve.
Yeah,
I also
he's
think it's really funny
amazing.
that he just, has his own band too, also.
Yeah, just on the sly. He's like, I'm not gonna tell anybody about this.
Yeah,
But
and he, doesn't even use, his real name, and I'm just like,
nope.
"Wait, is that are you Steve? Are you Steve
Yeah.
Harrington? What are you
Yeah.
doing there?"
Yeah, and I love that his one song just got popular because somebody used it in a TikTok because they liked the like little tidbit of music that they picked,
Mhm.
and then it blew up out of nowhere and people were like, who is this band? And like that's how we found out he had a band.
Yeah, I'm like, "What?" That's
Like that's
crazy.
wild. But I also kind of like, not that I ever think he would, but that he didn't use the fact that he was Steve from Stranger Things and then was like, guess what? I also make music. It was
Yeah.
just a thing that he did with some friends. He
He
was
just
like,
likes to do some music on the side.
yeah, it's a hobby for him, which is great. Like he never wanted it to be like that was good. Like I feel like acting is his day job and the band is just like what he does for funsies.
Mhm. Mhm.
Kind of like Gerard Way, except the other way around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gerard Way is like, I guess I'll make some music so I can continue writing my comic books.
Yeah.
Which I also still need to watch the last season of The Umbrella Academy, and I really don't want to, but I know I should.
Yeah. Gosh.
Because they have 5 seasons total? Or is it
I
4? I
4 or
think it's
5, I
5.
can't remember.
But I think it's season 4 was the not the most recent one, but the one before. I wasn't even very happy with that season. That took some twists and turns that I was like,
Yeah,
hmm,
and I so the season isn't bad itself. The ending is god fucking awful.
that's what I've
Um,
heard, and I hate
it's
when
so
shows have bad endings.
I was like,
What a way
that's
to end
the
it.
end? The end. Of the series. Not the season, the series. We're
Yeah.
done.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. It just seemed a little rushed towards the end, but the season itself isn't bad.
Yeah, I feel like it probably suffered from the kind of, I would say, this is the one thing I don't understand about streaming services is they're still following the kind of basic plan of traditional television where they're not going to renew the season until they know that the season that just released did well. And I'm like, as if I were to own a streaming company, I would go to my writers and my actors and be like, you get 3 seasons to tell the story you want to tell. If the show does super amazingly fantastic, then we'll maybe talk about another 3 seasons, but, like, I don't know, I don't like the whole, "We'll do 1 season, and we'll see how it does." And then they're like, "Okay, that did okay. We'll do another one." And then we'll do another one. And then because you don't know how to pace your story. Like, as somebody who is creative, you kinda get that weird stop and go. And for me, in particular, that drives me insane because I'm like, "Okay, do I wrap this up and put a bow on it? Or do I leave it open-ended so we can continue?" And so I feel like it's probably one of those shows that suffered from that.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely did, but, nothing
Because I
will
feel
ever
like
compare to the
Squid Game
first
did too.
season.
The first season, honestly, the first season of a lot of Netflix shows, like, I'm like, "Dang, this is a great beginning, like, this is amazing, I can't wait to see what you do with it," and then it just kind of, like, starts sliding downhill, kinda slowly, like, the 2nd season of a lot of stuff is also really good, and then I don't know what it is about season 3 is where they kinda, like, start slipping faster down the hill.
Yeah, 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 usually right around there.
Yeah, because Daredevil and Punisher kinda did the same thing. First seasons, top notch, top tier. Daredevil season 2 was a little, but then they kinda brought it back in season 3, and I was like, "Okay," and then they didn't make any more, and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, um, I guess." But so and Disney's supposed to be continuing, I guess, the Daredevil Netflix series, I don't know. But we'll see. Normally, when it changes studio hands as well is where it gets a little,
A little rocky, yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. And I'm like, I don't know. Especially, I don't know what it is about Disney in particular, but Disney tries to remain family friendly on all fronts. And I'm like, you can do that. But if you're going to buy up properties that are not family friendly, like The Punisher, for example, and Daredevil for that matter, you're
And
just gonna have to
Deadpool.
deal with, and Deadpool, you're gonna have to deal with the fact that it's not gonna be family friendly, and that's okay. Like, you don't have to be family friendly for everything. Also, they own 21st Century Fox, which is a home to The Simpsons. And I'm like, The Simpsons is definitely, I mean, don't get me wrong, I've watched The Simpsons forever, but it's not family friendly for the most part. But don't try to make it family friendly.
No. No. Yeah, no, no, no.
um, but yeah. Anything else? We've kind of hit our usual chat mark, so I don't know if you have anything else to add. Everybody's
No, I
now
would.
got their anime watch list.
Yeah, I'm gonna set that up. I'm gonna go watch season 2 of Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. Um, and yeah, I think that's all I have to add.
I think so too. I think that's all I got. So we hope you guys enjoyed our little chit chat. Let us know in the comments, what have you been watching? What are you excited to watch? Things you think that Casey and I should watch and talk about. And if you have any guesses for who my favorite character is going to be in Demon Slayer.
Put them below now.
Yeah, put them below. Let us know. Also, while you're in the description, don't forget to follow us here where on the podcast, wherever you're listening. Follow us on all the social medias. Leave us a little cheeky 5-star review if you thought we were amazing in this episode, because we always are. And you can buy your sticker, still available on the Pineapple Outpost on Etsy. And I think that's all the things I have. Oh, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jamie Throws Confetti, for gaming adventures, which Casey occasionally stars on. And I'm going to be doing a super amazing collaborative video with Casey and my other friend Lauren pretty soon. So subscribe for that. They're going to be choosing my outfits. I have no idea what kind of outfits they're choosing. I didn't give them anything in particular except a budget of $60.
I can't
So,
wait. I'm
yeah, it's
excited.
gonna be super fun. So, subscribe for all of that amazingness, and we will see you guys in the next episode. So, bye.
Bye.